Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. So how is your speaking practice going? I hope you are with me on day 4 as well. So are you ready to take up the challenge for day 4? Let's do it. So guys, I'm going to talk about what exercises or activities or techniques you have to use on day 4. You have to include on day 4 so as to build a base to start speaking in English in 2026. Isn't that great? Just 15 days you have to focus on every single thing what I say. Be with me from day 1 to day 15 and you will see a lot of difference in your speech, in your communication skills, in your English speaking skills for sure. So guys, on that note, welcome back to my channel. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. But if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, quickly subscribe my channel, like and share my videos. Do write your comments in the comment section and do not forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost, and access to all the amazing content on this channel. What you have to do is stay tuned, stay connected, and watch my entire video to master this skill. So without any further delay, let's start. So the first thing what we do here is recap. This will help you guys also to follow everything from day 1 to day 3. And if there is somebody new on my channel, it will be easier for them also to understand what to do or what we have spoken about on day 1, day 2 and day 3. Okay, so let's do it. So day 1, read out loud. Listening practice. We have to listen to stuffs in English. Third was we have to break down what we have read and listened to. We have to break down into words and sentences and ideas. So we have to get an overall view of what words are used, how the sentences are constructed and how the ideas are expressed through that sentence. So once we break down everything, we'll be able to understand words or vocabulary. We'll be able to understand pronunciation also, how it is pronounced while listening. And when we are reading, if we get lost, if we are not sure about some pronunciations, we can always go and check on Google for the pronunciation. So pronunciation, vocabulary is taken care of. And when you are breaking it down into words and sentences and ideas and expressions, you will be able to understand the sentence structure also, the sentence construction also, how the sentences are constructed. And using that sentence structure, you can come up with your own sentences also. Okay, so you can practice in this way on day 1. Day 2, what we have to do was, we have to continue things which we have done on day 1. Plus, we have to start naming everything around us in English. Okay, that was the first activity or exercise which we wanted to do. We have to start naming everything, what we see, what we feel and how, what we express. We have to talk about it in English. Like we have to name that in English, like happiness, sadness or anxiety or a park, a village, a town, a city, whatever, whatever you see, whatever you feel, whatever you want to express, just think about that word in English. When you are thinking in your mother tongue, just try to think about it in English also, what it is called in English. That was the first exercise. Second was, of course, Pictionary. There's a game which you can play, which will help you in building your vocabulary. And the third was Scramble. This was another game which will help you in building your vocabulary. Do all these things, you will definitely enjoy and it will build up your vocabulary. Simple, basic conversational vocabulary you have to build up. Okay, and that is why I'm suggesting these games or these exercises. These are very simple, very easy to follow and understand, and it will help you to retain also in your memory. If you start playing game or if you start doing it in this way. Okay, day 3, what you had to do was, you have to follow day 1 and day 2. And day 3 exercises where first was chunks of words. You have to describe everything in chunks of words. If you are in a kitchen, if you are in your balcony, if you are in a mall, if you are at a stadium, if you are in school, or anywhere else, wherever you are, okay, you have to describe things, what you feel, your thoughts, your ideas, your expressions. You have to just describe it with chunks of words. Or whatever you are doing, action, activity, whatever you're doing, you have to just describe it with chunks of words. For example, I am in my balcony. Okay, how do I speak about it? What do I see there? Or what do I feel at that moment? Right? Looking at things. Nice view. Cool air. It's pleasant outside. Kids are playing. Cars are parked. People coming and going. Right? Isn't it that simple? You don't have the pressure of coming up with complete sentences or making perfect sentences. Whatever you feel like, whatever comes to your mind, just describe it with chunks of words. Okay, and don't look for perfection here. Just practice, practice, practice. So start speaking with chunks of words. And the second exercise which I told you was the grammar practice. Parts of speech, tenses, and articles. These three things you have to take, and every single day you have to practice one exercise on these. Any of these. You can pick up one day, you can pick up article, one day you can pick up any parts of speech like verb, adverb, noun, pronoun, whatever you want to. So go slow. Don't be in a rush to know everything together. Okay, you're already doing a lot of things which is absolutely going to help you with gaining the momentum. Okay, these are additional. This will help you when you'll start making sentences. Then this grammar activities is going to help you. And these are very simple basic exercises are available online. You can type grammar exercises for beginners related to article, related to parts of speech, related to tenses. That's it. Okay, so this was day 3. Now coming to day 4, I'm going to tell you what all exercises you need to include on day 4 to start speaking in English. So by now you know what you have to do from day 1 to day 3, right? You can continue that very well because those are very basic, simple things which I have told you, and those are the building blocks that will build a base for you. So you have to continue doing reading. Listening is something which every day you have to do anyhow, anyways, right? And apart from that, speaking activities are very simple, right? You can club it together with your everyday routine and activities and you can start speaking in English. These activities are such that you will be able to create an English environment around you by doing this, or you can immerse yourself in English just by doing this. Every time thinking in English, every time doing some or the other exercise. Okay, so this will help your brain also. It will train your brain to speak in English or to think in English rather than translating in your mother tongue to English. Okay, so these are the exercises for your brain. You are training your brain to think in English. Once that is done, once that training is over, once your brain catches up with everything, it will be much, much, much easier for you to start speaking in English. So right now what we are doing, we are training our brain by these exercises. So these exercises are very simple, very important, very crucial. We have to follow all these things. That is why I revise every day so that you don't forget that, right? So do all those things. Now day 4, what you can do is, when you're using chunks of words to express a scenario, a thought, a feeling, or what you see, you after doing that, try to use those chunks of words in sentences. Okay, this is your next exercise. Once you're comfortable using chunks of words or describing things with chunks of words, now what you have to do is take those chunks of words and start putting them in your own sentences. Okay, here you can include writing also, well and good. I mean, I would prefer that. If you have time, you can just take a piece of paper, take your mobile, get your notepad there, okay, and start writing if you wish. Now, 3-4 sentences or 3 to 5 sentences is more than enough. You can just talk about it in 3 to 5 sentences. So whatever chunks of words you've used, just put them in sentences. You can use a writing pad or a notepad to write sentences also. That will be better, I guess, but you can decide what you want to do. Okay, so now for example, I'll give you an example to explain it. As I spoke about standing in my balcony and I was describing about what I saw there. Okay, taking that scenario, I'm going to use chunks of words and then I'm going to frame or put them in my sentences so that you understand things easily. Okay, let's start. So, in my balcony. I am standing in my balcony, or I am sitting in my balcony. Right? Simple. Next. Beautiful view. It has a beautiful view. Or this is a beautiful view. Next. Pleasant outside. It's very pleasant outside. Or it's pleasant outside today. You can add that. Okay. Next. Kids are playing. Kids are playing in the podium. Or kids are playing in the park. Right? Next. Cars are parked. The cars are parked in the parking lot. The cars are parked in the parking lot. Or the residents have parked their car. Or the visitors have parked their car. Or the visitors' cars are parked. Or the residents' cars are parked. As simple as that, guys. Next. People are coming and going. I can see people coming and going. Or I can see people coming inside and going out of the society. Anything, right? So it was so simple to describe the whole scenario, guys. Just taking chunks of words and placing them in sentences. You might not be very good in the first attempt or the first day, like fourth day when you're trying this activity. You might not be perfect. You might not be very comfortable doing this, but start doing this. You have to start from somewhere. Start talking or practicing in this way. It's absolutely going to help you, guys. You can take some time. You can try writing it down, right? When you're writing something, you get more clarity about how to write. So you can correct it also. It is written there, right? When you read again, you will be able to realize whether the sentence is correct or not. You will get that intuition that there's something wrong with this sentence. And then you can try to refine it, correct it. Okay, but don't look for perfection here. Try to correct it. That's absolutely okay. And then speak about it also. You have to do speaking practice also. So this is one activity you have to include on day 4. Right? Chunks of words. You have to come up with sentences with those chunks of words, or you have to put those chunks of words in sentences. Come up with simple basic sentences. Don't make complex sentences. Right? Short sentences. Use it in short sentences. And it's absolutely going to help you. Take it from me. Now, the other thing I want to tell you is I've told you of listening practice, but I didn't tell you what things you can listen to. I just told you whatever your interest is, you can just listen to those things, right? But at this stage, I would suggest that if you listen to things which are a little simpler to understand and follow, like if you can listen to short stories or kids stories, basically kids stories, cartoons, or any animated movies also. Like if you're watching movie or movie clip, you can look for animated movie clips, right? Cartoons and kids stories. These things will help you to understand the sentence construction, the words, the pronunciation, and how to express the idea. You will be able to understand in a better way, in a more focused way. When you listen to things which are a little difficult to understand or little difficult to follow, you will not be able to concentrate or focus, and the end result will not be that fruitful. So start with these kind of things, little simpler or easier to follow things, and then you can go ahead with whatever you want to. Okay, or if you are having any difficulty in listening to and following and understanding that piece of information you're listening to, then you can try these things. Short stories or kids stories or cartoons or animated movie clips you can listen to. Okay, this will make your life easy, and you can start it with a slow pace, and then you can increase the difficulty level. Okay, so this is one thing I wanted to mention here today. And the next activity is grammar exercises, which is there on day 3. I've introduced that. So here also you have to take some time to do this grammar exercises. Take one element and start working on that. Okay, so this is actually going to help you with sentence construction, and you can apply those things in your speaking practice. Okay, so what all things you can start working on? Parts of speech, tenses and articles. Okay, I'll attach worksheet also at the end so that you'll get an idea what exercises I'm talking about and you can do it. Okay, so this is how, see, I am just including 1 or 2 activities every single day because I want you to follow everything together. So if I introduce 3-4 activities every single day, it will be very difficult for you. And these activities are, and guys, these activities are very related. Okay, so you'll not forget also what to do, right? So you can start. If you feel this activity is working for me the best, you can pick up that and you can leave the other activity, which one you want to leave. That is okay, but try to follow it in a sequence. Like when you're using chunks of words and then you're framing sentences, this has to go hand in hand. And if you don't know things in English, how will you be able to describe it in chunks of words? So these are all related activities. Okay, so you have to closely follow all these activities. Okay, and if you follow all these activities, it is actually going to help you with your fluency and confidence later when you will start speaking in English. Okay, on random topics or with anyone, anywhere. So I hope guys day 4 is also very clear, and let me know in the comment section if you are able to follow my challenge and how do you feel about it. So guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye and take care.